All right. Well, today I'll mention briefly about our some of our energy issues here at Colgate and the ways that we're going green. So there's a few projects that we have. In May of this year, we started a pilot project where we're growing our own shrub willow, and this is the culmination of several years in the making. So it started with an ENST 480 class, so students in the environmental studies program did an economic and environmental feasibility study of the likelihood of growing our own energy in the form of willow. So after some research and using their recommendations based on that report, we then used part of the sustainability fund, which was the class gift of 2008, to make that project happen. So right now out there just a mile from where we are right now on Hamilton Street, we have 60,000 willow plants growing, and we hope that within a couple years' time we'll actually be able to cut and chip those and then use them as a source of heat in our own campus. So I'll talk briefly about Colgate's energy use in general. Our space heating and hot water needs are met in large part through clean renewable energy resources in the form of wood chips. So last year, for example, we met 76% of our heating needs through wood chips from local forestry practices. So that's a fairly sustainable practice because it supports our local economy. It reduces our carbon footprint. In fact, last year alone, it reduced our carbon footprint by almost 14,000 tons. So that's pretty impressive. And we're very forward-thinking on these things. Other institutions are doing this now. For the first time, they're starting to do this, institutions like Middlebury. But we've been doing this for well over 25 years now. So we're professionals at it. And I talked briefly about our willow plot, and that's going to be a substitute for wood chips coming from forestry practices. But the combination of those things provides us with clean renewable energy. So one of the other initiatives that we have here to support sustainability is a program called the Green Bikes program. And this started a few years back where we purchased a number of so-called green bikes. They're not really green in color, they're blue. They're Treks, they're nice bikes. And what we did is we rent those out on a semester basis. So any student who's interested in renting a bike for the duration of the semester would pay $25, and they would get the use of the bike however they wanted over the course of that semester. And then at the end of the semester, you turn it in. But it gives us a chance to, biking is very healthy activity. It's also reduces our carbon footprint, and it's pretty convenient around here outside of the winter months. So for a good chunk of the fall, good chunk of the spring semester, and all throughout the summer, the Green Bikes program is helping to support sustainability. So right now that program is managed by Theta Chi fraternity, and Ethan Levitt in particular is working with my office, the sustainability office, to manage that program. So we hope to expand the program to much larger than the 8 bikes that we have right now. And right now we're distributing those bikes on a lottery system. So any student who's interested can go to the activities fair at the beginning of the academic year, put their name in for it, and then they can get awarded a green bike to use for the semester. So one of the more important programs that we have that's expanding this year is Green Living, so a Green Living program. And there are several fraternities and houses here at Colgate which support Green Living. Theta Chi has been a big group in this. And so is the Lodge on 70 Broad Street. In fact, everyone who lives in the Lodge on 70 Broad is a supporter of environmental activities and outdoor activities in general. So they do amazing things at the Lodge. They have composting out back. They recently, this year's in particular, they've gone away from using fuel oil, a kind of a dirty, polluting, expensive way of heating their home, and they've switched to vegetable oil. So the Lodge is using vegetable oil. It's about 50 to 60 cents a gallon cheaper, and it reduces the carbon footprint of the heating needs. So, and it's again supporting a local business. So, anybody who thinks they might want to live in the lodge in their junior or senior years, or should contact one of the representatives there. That's again on 70 Broad Street. And just in general, I'm working with residential Res Life, and we have a number of students who are serving on an advisory board, and we're working in partnership with a new organization through the Cove called Roots and Shoots. So the combination of all of this, we're developing an eco-rep program. So these are trained students who are passionate about environmental initiatives, and they want to teach other people and incorporate green living throughout Res Life at Colgate University.